Hello, welcome to the video. Before we begin, I have a very important message for you, and I'm going to tell you the future of the channel and what happened to our original channel, the Scorpio Scriptures. The Scorpio Scriptures podcast has been alive for just about 2 years, and we're about to hit 20,000 subscribers. We had over 1,000 videos in our catalog, and we averaged about 15,000 listeners and views a day. So, this podcast is a kind of a relaunch of the past podcast where people can go back and see our work. I'm going to explain exactly what happened to you, and I have an official letter from YouTube, the Becky team, going over what happened. So basically what happened is our official account got terminated due to a quote-unquote glitch in the matrix in the system. I'm going to read you this letter, and then I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen from here on out. So if this is your first time listening to this message, it's very important to understand what's going to happen to the Scorpio Scriptures podcast, okay? The podcast is going to begin after this. Just listen here. So here is the official letter I got from YouTube right here. Dear Master J, or whom it may concern, I'm a member of the YouTube moderation team. My name is Becky Smith. Your consistency and desire to help others is admirable, and I truly respect how you have consistently helped your community and answered their questions and relationships with astrology and Scorpio men. You're welcome, Becky. However, there is one big problem that has violated our YouTube terms. You have consistently mentioned in your channel your disdain for Geminis and constantly ridicule a woman named Becky. I have been a big fan of your channel and took this as a funny joke. It wasn't until now, as my ex-husband, who was a Scorpio man who used to watch your channel as well, recently left me for a Virgo rising woman with a Pisces moon, who I know you are very fond of, as you mentioned your mother and your twin flame also have these placements. My ex-husband told me he has evolved beyond my understanding as a Scorpio and that he no longer wants to be married as a Gemini. As a result, in reviewing your content, we are filing this as hate speech, and we are permanently terminating your Scorpio Scriptures podcast with a 0% chance of account recovery due to violations of YouTube terms, also known as hate speech. This has nothing to do with my personal situations. It is simply due to the fact that your information, although aimed to help people, can be misinterpreted and can cause men to act absurdly. This is nothing personal. I am just keeping YouTube a safe place and following corporate protocol. I hope you do not misunderstand. Thank you for your contributions to the YouTube platform. I wish you the best in your future's endeavors, and I will never date or marry a Scorpio man again thanks to you. Sincerely, Becky Smith. P.S. Yes, I am really a Gemini, and no, I do not have all my placements in Gemini. P.P.S. I like Leos more than Scorpios. Anyway, so that is what happened to the old Scorpio Scriptures podcast. We were a targeted attack from BeckyTube, which I now call BeckyTube. So what's going to happen is I have done my best with my staff and my team and I, who have worked together on this project for the last 2 years, aiming to help women with their Scorpio men, right? And aiming to help people evolve and spiritually grow. We have found just about 200 of our old podcast videos. What I'm going to do is re-upload them, the videos that have been slightly edited, so the YouTube algorithm cannot find my voice nor my name or really identify it, right? So hopefully this new channel doesn't get terminated as well. We have about 50 videos that have been altered and edited where it changes my voice a little bit. We're going to re-upload those for you guys if you want to watch it. If you're a new listener, or if you're an old listener, if you enjoy the content, you can go to scorpioscriptures.com or Scorpio Scriptures Raw. You're going to find the link right here under my name. And if you want to support the channel, if you really liked what you listened to in the past 2 years, you can purchase all of that old collection, original podcasts. We have license for the music. We have the copyright all over there, and it will never, ever, ever be deleted. So if you're new to the channel, you really want to figure out your Scorpio man, or you want to consume more of the content, know that one day this video, like my old podcast, might just vanish. And if you want permanent access to it, go to scorpioscriptures.com or Scorpio Scriptures Raw, and that's what we're going to do with the channel. So we're going to stop the operations of creating more content for now, as I don't believe that I'm allowed on YouTube, or I'm not sure how this is going to work. But In the case that I vanish again and you want to archive in a true collection of all the content, the books, the programs, audiobooks, a lot of things that we sold before, all packaged into one thing, go ahead, go over to scorpioscriptures.com, and we're just going to re-upload these edited videos so it flies under the radar for now, okay? So thank you all for your support, and I hope you enjoy the podcast. I'm going to say this one more time because the Scorpio Scriptures healing facility is still open in Asia, but the podcast has been shut down. So, welcome back to another episode of the Scorpio Scriptures podcast. I'm your host, Master J. This is where we talk about astrology, all things Scorpio related, and the expansion of consciousness. We just expanded on the consciousness of BeckyTube, and now we're going to get into the podcast and today's topic. Today, we got a fantastic question from a fantastic supporter on our Instagram. Check us out, Scorpio Scriptures on Instagram. Well, you can ask me questions, all sorts of things, so let's get into it. She asks, Jay, why is it that Scorpio men, especially the ones with Sagittarius placements, which is probably a majority of them, quite a bit of them, why do they suck at commitment so much? Now, before I get into this, don't men just suck at commitment in general? I'm a man, and I know. Because I be talking to you guys all the time, I know. But I'm not trashing my own gender. I just understand the mind of many men, many men, and I understand what it's like. However, let's get back into the subject. Welcome back to the Scorpio Scriptures podcast. I'm your host, Master J. This is where we talk about astrology, all things Scorpio related, and expansion of consciousness. So, she's asking, why do Scorpio men with many Sagittarius placements suck at commitment? Let's just start by saying, well, Sagittarius, as we all know, Sagittarius is a free sign. Woo! Right? The little suave guys. Fucking, excuse my language, Leonardo DiCaprio type. You know, Mr. Is she over 25? Then she gotta go. Is Leonardo DiCaprio excuse me, a Sagittarius? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he a Leo? Sagittarius? Someone comment down below for me. What's up with Sagittarius? Sagittarius is a placement that kind of jumps everywhere, right? Symbolized by the horse. Half horse, half man. I don't know which half is which. And they jump around everywhere, and they're given this jolly bee energy. You know, freedom. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. Yeah, man, I don't care about anything, but not caring about things at all. Anything and anybody that tries to confine me into the standards of society or to their own standards, I don't care because I'm a Sagittarius. Woo! Alright, so that's Mr. Sagittarius over there. And then we have Mr. Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. What? I don't like you. I haven't liked you for the last 13 years and all I said was hi. What? Love you? No, I don't love you. Thinks of you every night before he goes to sleep and imagines you guys getting married. I guess I kinda like you. Mr. Scorpio, everybody. So what happens when you combine those two together into one person? What do you think happens? You have, depending especially on the placements, maybe Scorpio Sun, Moon, whatever, with Sagittarius Moon or Rising, like Jay, for example, right? Yeah, I love you, and I want us to be together forever, and I have totally good freaking heavy depths of emotions for you. My whole life has changed since I met you, and I want to be with you, and you're just the greatest thing since sliced bread. I can't imagine my life without you. But I want to travel the world, and I want to do things for fun, and I want to find myself. I don't want to be committed. I just want to be committed to you and 37 other people. Mr. Scorpio, Sagittarius. Why do these guys have such trouble with commitment? They are a walking paradox itself. You have the heavy, brooding, intense, serious Scorpio mixed in with Hey, I'm Mr. Sagittarius. Whoopee! Look, everybody, look at the sun, look at the moon, look at the sky, look at the stars when they align. If it is truly aligned by the stars, then I will fall in love until the stars fall out of alignment. Then I'm gone, Mr. Sagittarius. Or as one of my commenters, which is you, one of my fantastic supporters, commented, Mr. Scorpiotarius. Right, that's what they called me. That's what they called them, these guys that are so troublesome. Scorpiotariuses. It's like the two signs that are right next to each other that will often have similar characteristics, but they are totally freaking different, man. Totally freaking different. So why do they have trouble committing? Oh, it's just because of those things that are listed above. That's why. That's all. That's all. You have a Sagittarius man who feels the feelings of a Scorpio with the core traits of a Sagittarian, who is just jolly all going everywhere and not wanting to be confined to anything. Just a little bit afraid of commitment. Just a little bit. So how would you get this man to commit? Now that we've explained him in such a scientifically detailed way that everybody can understand, including you, Becky. I know, Becky, astrology's not real. This isn't real. Blah, 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 blah. Becky's the one that says astrology's not real, but she believes in eco-friendly stuff and that she's changing the environment by drinking out of a glass bottle. No, not a glass bottle. She's drinking out of whatever the government gave her. Yeah, astrology's not real. This green eco bottle saving the planet from plastic and turtles is real. Alright, Becky. You believe in whatever you want. One way or another, you believe in a higher power, Becky. You just don't know it. So, what was I even saying before I started roasting Becky? Yeah, so, how would you get this type of man to commit? Well, in my observation, all you gotta do is have the stars align. And I'm talking about all of the stars. And then we're talking about planet Jupiter and Neptune doing a cosmic revolution, breaking the planet's orbit, shifting gravity for 0.3 seconds each time of the day at the exact rate 2:45 a.m. as I filmed this. And then the Scorpio man has to think, should I commit to this person? Have the stars aligned today? Have they? And then he has to be evolved enough to understand his own fear of commitment. Oh, I'm a Scorpio and I have trouble committing because I'm half Sagittarius, half horse, half scorpion, half man, half human, half beast, and half headache to all women on earth. So now he has to understand his own nature, because these men in particular, they do fall in love very hard, Scorpiotariuses. However, the problem is getting them to fall in love. When you get a man who is wishy-washy, already fearing commitment, combined with a man who only believes in what he believes in to the very bitter end, you have a man who goes, okay, if the stars align, which is basically what I said, then I will commit. Not only will he might not commit then, because he will have trouble explaining his shit to you, because he's a Scorpio. Everything's a secret. So that's why they fear commitment. That's exactly why. I should get a Nobel Peace Award for explaining this to such a degree. Can anybody else explain what I just explained? Why does a Sagittarius and Scorpio placement man have such trouble committing? It's because you have to break down their nature. Nature is something to understand from astrology. That's all it is, folks. Becky. And then nature is something to be overcome. Because if you cannot overcome your own nature, you will fall a slave to karmic patterns, which many of these Scorpio men that can't commit do. But you know what? You know what it takes? All it takes is for the stars to align, or perhaps you, to find this video, whoever's watching this, who wants to get their Scorpiotarius man to commit, and to understand these things, and to speak his language. You'll be doing yourself
and you'd be doing the collective a huge favor. Because these men can make very loyal partners. The only trouble is to get him to believe. And if you want him to get to believe, all you gotta do is watch the Scorpio scriptures. It's easy. It's free on YouTube. How hard can it get? So, Becky, I know one day you'll come around, Becky. And one day you'll get it right. But until then, keep on trying to get that Scorpio-Tarius man to commit. Because I'm telling you, if you can do that, my lady, God is truly on your side. It's your man, Master J, signing out. Peace.
What's up, it's your man, Master J. If you enjoy the content at Scorpio Scriptures, I want to invite a select few of you into something very, very special to me. So, 5 years ago, I quit my job and had a spiritual awakening. And a couple years later, well, fast forward to present time, I've done things like met my twin flame, manifest a new life. Here we are, living in our home in Asia, and increase my mental well-being, coming from being a toxic-ass person, toxic-ass Scorpio, to completely changing my life 180. And I've taught many students, and I've mentored many of you guys right here in this channel. And after I released my new mentoring program, I found out that I can't mentor that many students at once because it's a headache. So what we're doing now is we are opening Scorpio Scriptures Inner Circle. Here you're going to have access to all of my network, the Scorpio Scripture staff, every single thing I know about twin flame, manifesting a new life, getting new income, getting new money, changing the way you view your world, being more healthy, being more mentally and physically and spiritually fit. This is pretty much a thank you and a dedication to you guys, the people that I serve. I want to be able to connect closer to the people who are meant to be in this. So Scorpio Scriptures Inner Circle, if that's something you are interested in, maybe you're on your twin flame journey, you don't know anyone in person that understands what a twin flame even is. Maybe you want to manifest a new life. People around you are just not awake, they're still asleep. You want to go somewhere where there are like-minded people. In the book Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, he says, when two or more minds come together, they form a third mind, which is called a mastermind. Scorpio Scriptures tribe is very, very, very like-minded. Scorpio Scriptures Inner Circle will come and meet my staff, all of the students that I mentor, my disciple, full-time disciples, and be able to understand all the secrets of the universe and network and grow on your path and your journey together with people just like you. So this is only for the few who are watching this. I know there will be only some people that feel called to do this. And those are the people I want to see in Scorpio Scriptures Inner Circle. So check out the website below or hit the link in the description. You'll see it right there. It's right there. It says click here for Inner Circle. And I really, really look forward to seeing the people who are meant to be there. And I cannot wait to change your life and work with you and see you guys grow, evolve, transform, manifest love, manifest a new life, manifest new money. That is my mission in life, to serve the people that are meant to be there. And I want to see you guys grow. I really, really, really enjoy helping people figure life out. Because 5 years ago, I quit my job. I didn't know shit. I spent a lot of money wasting it on a lot of random things and was stressed out. And you can do it way quicker with way less stress if we all come together. So this is a personal invite to you. I'll see you guys there.